What is up, guys? DZ Fear, and today I wanted to briefly talk about one of my favorite new engines to tech in different decks. Now that Emergency Teleport is at 1, it's been kind of hard trying to play Super Quantum Blue Layer in any deck. Back when Emergency Teleport was at 3, a lot of people played it in Phantom Knights, just as a one single target for 3 Emergency Teleport, because you could keep shuffling back the Blue Layer into your deck. You obviously can't do that anymore. 1 E-Tele and 1 Blue Layer just isn't really a good engine. But Joe Bogley, as well as Lucas Peterson, kind of have made this engine really cool. Joe kind of talked about it with me the other day, right before he topped an ARG using these cards, and Lucas just wrote an article on TCG Player about it. But yeah, so Super Hippo Carnival is kind of like Emergency Teleport for Perform Impel Hippo. So you can special summon this from your deck, hand, or graveyard. So unlike E-Tele, you can actually get it from your grave. So you only have to play 1 copy, so it's similar to the Blue Layer thing. At the very least, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be special summoning this guy. His effect is pretty bad, but he's this level 3 Earth monster. He combos with stuff like Malay of the Trees. You can make Naturia Beast with him. You can just do a lot of things with him. With Blue Layer, you never really were using its effect besides shuffling it back to the deck anyway. So at that moment, it's just like the same thing. But what's cool about Super Hippo Carnival is it actually has another effect, which you can read there. In addition to special summoning this guy, you can fill your field with tokens. They're Beast Earth, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense. You have to fill up all the other spots on your field with them. So if you have no monsters, you summon this guy and summon 4 of them. And then for the rest of that turn, your opponent can, what did it say specifically? Your opponent controls... Monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters for attacks for the rest of the turn except those tokens. So it can buy you a turn of not dying, basically. Now, kind of similar to the GoFu tokens, you can't special summon from the extra deck while you control them. So if you're doing that, your opponent can just not attack you and then leave you with all these tokens. That's not the worst thing in the world because you can sit on them for defense for next turn, but realize they'll be locked out of your extra deck if you can still control them by the time your next turn rolls around. You can still pop them on Karaz or the Metal Foes. That totally works. That's totally fine. And that's pretty much the best way to get rid of them. But at the very least, if you were playing 3 E-Teles and a Blue Layer in a deck like Phantom Knights, you can now play this engine, which does essentially the same thing, except it also has the added benefit of being a defensive card. I think this is super underutilized, and I think I'm going to try to fit it into more and more decks, but I just want to share it with you guys. Once again, I didn't come up with it. It was kind of Joe Bogley and Lucas's things. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.